Wanna know how I did these ruffles? I call this the Irene method. Now, I know that this is probably a real technique and has an actual name, but I'm just gonna call it that for the time being. Anyways, I made this dress. It's pretty basic. I'm just going to use this for the tutorial, and you wanna go into the modeling tab and then click E to extrude, and you click S to scale. And now you want to go to the side tab and click loop cut, and then I'm just going to drag it up. And now you want to go in the top left corner and click this, which selects faces. Alt click, and then click X and delete only faces. Now these edge things will be kind of like thread, which we'll be using for the cloth modifier in the physics tab. Now you want to subdivide it. I did it twice because I like more detail. And now you want to go to the physics tab right here, click cloth, and then as you can see, if you click on that, you can have different materials. You can play with these little sliders. I don't really know what they do, but I changed the quality steps to 7 because I think that makes them more realistically. Now go back to the modeling tab and then click on this green triangle. You will see vertex groups. You'll click plus to add a new group. And then you will select the dress part and then go back and click assign. Now in weight gaining mode, you will see that the dress part has turned red. Now what this means is that the dress will not move when simulating the cloth physics. Now just get out of that, and then you want to go back to the cloth tab and then click on shape. Then pin group, select the vertex group we just made, turn on sewing, and I put it at 2.4. Then you want to click on collisions, turn on self collisions, and then I changed the quality to 10. Now I'm going to change the distance between self collisions. You can do 0.001, but I like to do something a little bit higher, just a tiny bit. Now you want to click space to start simulating the physics. Now I don't really like these ruffles, but I'm going to show you how I did the ruffles at the start of the video. Now we're back in modeling view. So what you're gonna do is select every single 2 faces. You're gonna do alt click to select each loop. And then you wanna alt S to raise them up like that. Now I'm just going to select every single one. I'm sure that there is a better way of selecting them more efficiently, but I'm just going to do them manually because I don't know any shortcuts to do that. After you're done selecting them, you want to do Alt S to raise them up, just like this. Now we're going to click space to emulate the physics once again, and as you can see, it's pretty static. So what I'm going to do is I'm heading back to the physics tab to change the cloth type to rubber. I personally believe rubber is the most realistic cloth type in the physics cloth settings because I personally do not have time to learn every single nook and cranny of the physics modifier. Now you want to just press space to simulate the ruffles, and once you are happy with the shape, just go back to the modifiers tab and click apply on the cloth modifier. Now we're back in the modeling tab, so if you want the ruffles to be a little bit more spread out, you can just Alt S again to basically increase the space between the creases of the ruffles. Now we're going to get rid of those edges that posed as the threads for sewing. What we're going to do is select all, select faces, then go to select edges, then back to select faces, then back to select edges, Control I, and then just delete the edges. Now you would select both edges, go into edge settings and bridge edge loops. This does not work. You will have horrible topology, as you can see. Instead, you should make a little loop cut just like this, and then select the bottom edge of the dress, and then subdivide it. This ensures that the topology is going to be as optimized and clean as possible. Now, I'm going into wireframe, just select the bottom edge, and then alt-click to select the ruffle edge, and then just bridge edge loops once again. Now you have perfectly optimized ruffles for games or weight painting or honestly whatever. I just prefer doing it this way. And now let's take a look at these M-bones we created. Every single face must be a triangle or a quad because that's just the rules. Now I'm just going to select the end gun part, and then I'm just going to click on face, then triangulate faces, and now you're done. Leave a like or a comment. I really don't care. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't think I'm ever going to make another YouTube video, but I just wanted to show you guys my ruffle tutorial.